Hi, Jen Gilchrist here, back with another weekly Oracle card reading for the week of October 30th through November 5th. And my intention is to really bring you some insights, validation, next steps to really support you with aligning with your higher path and purpose. So my intention is if you're watching this, you will receive one of those things or all of those things. For those of you that are new to me, welcome. I work with highly sensitive, empathic people to support you in really awakening your intuition, clearing your fears and blocks, and really aligning with that highest path and purpose that you truly came here to live and to experience. And within that, we all are conscious creators. And so that's an aspect that I love working with people on as well. So I'm going to be starting out with the ArcAngel deck by, I believe this is actually Diana Cooper. Could be Denise Lynn. I get these ones. Diana Cooper, I was correct. And we're starting with the Lady Gaia card. Your challenges are lessons. You are loved and welcome here on Earth. So a couple of things come to mind. Well, first of all, whatever you're experiencing, it's like law of attraction, right? We're here on Earth to grow and experience things by evolving our soul, by moving through lessons, by learning about how we can align with what's high, in the highest truth of who we are. Where are we acting in and out of integrity with selves? If we don't like what's happening on the outside, that's via law of attraction. We want to look at that and look at, well, what is within us that needs to shift in order to have a different experience. And so in that way, we always are in our power. We begin to take our power back when we can recognize our part within a situation and make the adjustments necessary in order to align with something new. So I feel like there could be something going on like that. It's asking you to go into your heart, go into nature, go into quiet, reflective space, ask your spirit team, really start to get honest about what it is you're actually feeling, what it is you actually desire, what is the opportunity of transformation? What is the opportunity of wisdom that you haven't yet seen? What is it you're being called to do differently, think differently, be differently? Maybe sometimes it's about embodying our self-worth. Sometimes it's about boundaries. What is it that you are here? How can the situation support you? Basically, how is this serving you, right? How are you being called to grow? Those are the types of questions we want to ask in those times. The next card is ArcAngel Christine. Accept the Christ light. Act with wisdom and loving compassion. So both of these things are like a ball of light at the heart, right? Part of this is like getting into nature, getting into your heart, getting true and clear about what's actually going on, and then embodying that Christ light, embodying unconditional love, embodying oneness, embodying the wisdom, the light, the love and truth of that is that higher truth of who you are. So this is about getting into connection with your higher self, connection with spirit, connection again with love. Right? With love, what would love do? What is the opportunity of wisdom here that's coming through to you? And how can I look at myself and others through the eyes of love and compassion? Now, this doesn't ever mean being a doormat to somebody, but it does recognize what is it within the situation? How can I not be in judgment, but instead, maybe if somebody's being hurtful towards you, you see the hurting that they have within them. We still hold a boundary, but it's about honoring and looking through the eyes of love, not judgment. What would love do, whether it's to yourself or to others? Also inviting, Jesus or your spirit team in as a healing. This is the Starseed deck. So let's see what else is coming through. The Cosmic Heart. Can't make it up, right? Devotion, potency, Mars. Make life a moving prayer. And so again, there's just light at the heart in all three of these. So what I'm feeling is you're activating your heart, your high heart. You're being called into deeper levels of self-love, of oneness, of unity consciousness. Like there's a high level of healing most likely going on. And sometimes that's uncomfortable. Sometimes that has us looking at those wounded parts within ourselves or accepting and loving the wounded parts of others and the wounded parts of ourselves, right? That is that reflection. So maybe using the mirror exercise of looking at, if you don't like what's happening as the reflection, then what within me needs to shift to align with something that's more aligned and loving. And we're kind of back to Earth pulsing. I love it. Started with Lady Gaia, and then now we have Earth pulsing, pulse of Mother Earth, slow down, time and nature. So we begin and end, like these are like such mirroring cards. It's interesting. Some of you might be dealing with twin flame or soulmate relationship. I've been seeing that's just like hasn't come in for a while. But I know a large part of my community has been kind of on this journey to align with their higher soul aligned love partner, whatever type of relationship that might be. But I definitely see a lot of mirroring here, mirroring in the cards, mirroring of the cards. Like there's just sort of that pull here. But at the end of the day, it's about slowing down, finding your alignment, getting into nature, getting into a reflective state, tuning in, and asking what the opportunity of growth is and what would love do. Beautiful message. All right. So let's see. I feel like putting in the releasing unhealthy karmic agreements, soul patterns, karmic patterns, unconscious healing agreements, things that are not serving your highest good, so that you can find the lesson within it and move through that and step more fully into love, loving yourself and loving others. Then the reflection of the world becomes a more loving space, right? It's a beautiful shift to have. And I do see, though, mostly what I'm seeing here is that this is a good thing, even if it might not feel good in the moment. Honoring your feelings, journaling your feelings, sinking into your feelings, with the intention of shifting them and transmuting them into love. But what I had noticed here is there's a huge heart and high heart activation happening into unity consciousness, into divine love, into unconditional love. And that really is, I think, a large part of the message really that's here for you. So, all right. Look forward to talking with you again soon. Bye for now.